Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team is out there, ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter. That's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Fafita. He's got his man, and he'll be brought down.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time. Right when the wide receiver breaks, the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Makes the grab. Turning it on. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Olsen. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Hudson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Olsen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Finds his man in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And it's no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. The Bobcats offense will go to work for the first time today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he shoot?
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
And the Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll leave it with him. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. It'll be 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Here's a heat. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is on its way. He's got it. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
To the ground. He's got it again. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. To the air, it's Fafita. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Bobcats are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Off play action. Looking deep down the right side. Snags it. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk. You have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Jackson will throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bobcats. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Offense gets set for second down. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll give it to him again, fighting off the defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Fafita. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. Right through his hand. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Arizona. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
How about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They marched 78 yards down the field, and the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's one-on-one. Stop the run first.
Jackson gonna throw it. Got his man. It runs through a tackle. there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one of this postseason showdown. Let's take a look at the stats so far. We've got a good one on our hands here. Let's hope we keep those good vibes going here in the second. And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Bunch formation for these receivers. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick completion on the out. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Burnett. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Fafita. Caught in the backfield, it's Hudson. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quick strike complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
As a defense, we are talking about this right now. As soon as they come out under center, alert, alert, quarterback sneak, everybody dive at the feet of the offensive lineman, create a pile, jump to the football. Great job by the defense, understanding the formation, stopping the quarterback sneak.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Jackson will throw. Oh, better look out! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Fafita. Complete to the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Back to throw, it's Fafita. The sure hands, it's Hudson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Arizona looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll get rid of it. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Get it out on the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Smith. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And the Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the tailback. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
The Bobcats line up to punt it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off play action on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And everything looked good on that play. The receiver does a really good job of pushing upfield and then coming inside. But what happens when you come inside? You start coming to all those bodies and those linebackers, those safeties come into play. And those alligator arms sometimes get a little bit short.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Burnett. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Arizona comes out with another first down. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Fires to the tight end. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Arizona lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Jackson will throw. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Bobcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Anderson. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. They emptied the roster, but every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy 1st down.
Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. almost had the completion, just missed it.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
Fires one high and deep. Snags it on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
First foul. Looking at task.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Throws to the tight end. Got it! Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Looking to get it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. So they start in a great spot, move the ball 34 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Got the first down and still on his feet. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Bobcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Right back to the well. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
A little release to the back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that.
And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Gotta make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. There he goes.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They'll run play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Fafita. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Arizona runs out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
The Bobcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. Racing to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame, where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Jackson will throw. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
Second down coming up. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On third down, he drops to throw. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Pick up a 5. It'll be third down and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air. It's Fafita. Here comes the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
You just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big third down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion, keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away. And now a big decision coming up on fourth down.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
It's a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And the Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
The kick is on its way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Rushes on him. Got his man quickly. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Give to the running back. Makes one man miss. Turns it on in midfield. Racing down the left side. The inside. Running free. Going to the end zone, but way back behind him. There's a flag on the field. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. Back to pass. It's Fafita. Oh, they're after him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously, having a ton of success, you've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Throwing right. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
From the gun, running back on the move.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. The give. Jukes his way for more. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He lets one fly deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. Back to throw. It's Fafita. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Arizona does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Arizona! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jenkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Finds a little space. Lowers those pads. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. 1st down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
On the run, it's Burgess. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Jackson gonna throw it. Quickly complete. He's not gonna make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good.
Arizona 38, Texas State 20.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Breaks into the open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Arizona going back to work with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. Touchdown, Arizona! And the beatdown has ensued.
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. off the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sparks. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Jackson will throw. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete on the shuffle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hunter. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Fires it incomplete.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Jenkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Finds his man. It's Anderson. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Mims. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Jackson going to throw it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 46. The pull and throw off the RPO.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
The Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Sparks. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
He'll pull it down. And that is how we will wrap this one up.